I love it. Is everybody ready?
Yeah. We're gonna do it. What are we gonna do?
We're going to do a Q&A with Chris Holmes. If you have any questions, the microphone's right there, or if you have a powerful voice. So just quickly, Chris, I came all the way from Canada to come see you.
Where's that?
It's just that way.
Sure?
It's that way.
You sure that's?
Just keep going. You got to swim a little bit.
Where does the sun go down?
I don't know. Somewhere.
Then I wouldn't point.
Yeah.
Which way's north?
Thank you, everybody, for coming out tonight. Chris,
Yeah.
65 years old, my friend. Can everybody wish Chris a happy birthday? Can we sing happy birthday for him, please?
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Chris. Happy birthday to you.
75 years?
85.
Does anybody have any questions they'd like to ask Chris? Please feel free. Anything? Anyone? I'm going to start off with this. You ready?
When you sing happy birthday, you're supposed to go, and you look like a monkey, and you smell like one, two. I was singing.
We've been doing this for years, me and Chris. Going back and forth. We did this in Canada. I thought we'd do it here as well.
Yeah.
In the UK. Music. Are you writing any new music?
Yeah.
All right.
But my computer's down right now, so.
Okay.
But I got it, some of it's on the computer, but listen, if there's anybody out there that has a computer, back up your hard drive. Because I made the mistake and I never backed them up and went, it'll never happen. Well, it happened. And my computer went down. I haven't been able to get it going for about a year. So back up your hard drive would be a smart thing to do. I'm an idiot and didn't.
So, I mean, you got it up here, right? The songs?
Oh yeah. But yeah.
So what are we looking at? What kind of sound? What kind of musical direction are you looking at?
I couldn't tell you till I put it all together and listened to it.
All right.
I mean, it's not going to be rap, and it's not going to be jazz, it's not going to be fusion. It's going to be rock and roll, just like the last album I did.
All right.
Yeah.
And now it's available on vinyl, the last album.
Is it on vinyl?
I think it's on vinyl.
Yeah, I think it is too.
Okay. All right. What do you think about this? Bands playing lip syncing. Bands going out there and lip syncing. What's your thoughts on this?
If people want to pay for it and go see it, and do it, but I don't like it. I never did. When W.A.S.P started doing it during the second album, during Wild Child, they'd have a tape machine and he'd hit. Blackie would always want to have the birds going rock, rock, in there. And I hated it because they're not on stage doing it. It's not live. It's not real. And then the Headless Children came in, and that's where we started sampling. And it's not called backing tracks. It's called sampling. That's what it actually is. And I hated it. It's not real. It's not real. It's not. If you pay to see a real gig, it should be real, whether they sound good or like crap. That's the way I look at it. I don't sample. I never will. I would rather play them a little bit on and off, but it's for real. But it's some people would rather do it. I hear Motley Crue's doing it.
Have been doing it.
Def Leppard has to sample. You can't do them 8-part harmonies on the vocals unless you have other people singing in the background, which they might.
But I mean, is it rock and roll? Like back in the 80s?
No, it's
back
not.
in the 80s, right?
It's not
the pop
rock.
artists, they used to dance around and lip sync, and that was okay for them, right? But the rockers, what separated the pop stars to the rockers was it was live, right? It was legit. But now we're seeing this trend of all the aging rockers going out there and
Because they can't sound like they did when they were 40 years old.
but do they need to?
Some do. Some do.
Isn't rock and roll all about raw and just bum notes?
To me it is. It's rock and roll. It's what it is. Out of tune here and there. Who cares? As long as it sounds good.
Tell me about that solo you played once and you had a bum note. You go, that's rock and roll.
I was I don't know what album I was doing, but I was doing the lead guitar on something, and you're not supposed to fight with a producer. But anyway, I go, yeah, that solo's done. And Blackie steps in and goes, no, you hear this? No, you rewind the machine. You start up, and he goes, that note. And I go, yeah. He goes, that note's flat. And I'm like, it don't sound flat to me. And he goes, you have to redo it. And I was like, well, I go, hey, listen, Mr. Duran, have you ever heard of Neil Young? And he goes, yeah. And I go, during his guitar solos, do some of them make you cringe? You know, like, and he goes, yeah. And I go, I bet you it doesn't sound out of tune to him.
Yeah.
Neil Young. So it's perfect. And I had to redo it because you don't want to fight with the producer. It doesn't work that way. But yeah.
Does anybody have any? Oh, go ahead, sorry.
And the Headless Children. I was asked when we were doing the album, we finished the rhythms and the drums, and I'm told by the producer, let's use that you're playing the worst you could ever. I'm gonna bring in another lead guitar player to play. My jaw finally hit the ground, but I was like, I just went, cool. So I don't gotta record. I just show up and tour. That's a lot easier. And he goes, no. I want you to go home and write 5 solos per each song. And this is when tape decks just went 4-track and 8-track cassettes. You had them. So I go, okay. So I went home. I called up I used to be married to some famous Rod. I went and visited her on the road. I didn't write any solos. My roadie called me 10 days later. Chris, you need to be back in the studio. So I flew in. I didn't even go home. I just went straight. The timelines linked up to where he picked me up at the airport. Went to the studio, and I already had it worked out what I was going to say. But I walked in, and Blackie goes, "Let me hear what you got on the solos." And I went, "Man, I knew I forgot something at home." And he goes, "Let me hear what you got." And I just played what's off the top of my head. He hated anything that was improvised. Never believed in it. And that's how I started playing when I was a kid, improvising. It's like Johnny Winter, or Johnny Be Good, that kind of stuff. That's what I started playing. Hendrix improvised a lot. Most of all his music was improvised. He had certain things written out, but it was all improvised. That's what I learned to play like. Yeah, so the whole album was improvised. Little did you know, I didn't write one damn thing before. That's the way it is.
That's the way it is.
Yeah.
Questions? Come on. Don't make me pick on someone. Like the teachers, remember that back in the day? It's like you're just saying,
Yeah. Nobody's got any questions.
oh, okay. We'll keep
Yeah,
going. That's it? Okay, we're
That
done.
is
No.
strange.
What?
They take
That
a
is
little while to warm
strange.
up. You'll
Yes,
keep talking.
yes.
Tell
Just
us
keep
to
talking.
call
Go
it
ahead,
you.
go ahead.
Hi, happy birthday.
Pull the mic down. You gotta turn up the mic. Yeah.
Check. Okay.
Okay.
What was your first guitar?
It was a Fender Jazzmaster. It's like a Jaguar, but it's a Jazzmaster. It's one of my first guitars. Before that, I had a cat. My sister had a catgut string of flamenco, and I took some super slinkies and put them on there, bent the neck really far, and played like that till it wouldn't play anymore. Yeah.
You had a Ibanez Destroyer as well, didn't you?
I did?
Yeah.
Yeah. It was one of the first guitars I bought. Yeah.
What about favorite songs? The songs that you still play in your set today that you just love to play. Could be from your solo album, could be from the W.A.S.P era.
I like playing Wild Child. I like the melody to it. But most people like it because it was like one of the biggest W.A.S.P songs. And I definitely am going to play Fuck Like a Beast no matter what. I just like the music to it.
But it was banned here in the UK, I think, when it originally was released. Or maybe it was an import from here going to North America.
Yeah, then Blackie banned it from his show. Yeah.
It's back in the set.
It's back in the set.
Whoa, are you sure? So he's not going to church anymore?
Played it in March.
Does everybody...
I'm not his priest, Chris.
He probably sings I fuck like a priest.
He doesn't sing that part. He doesn't sing that
From my recollections...
Well, he doesn't even sing it. You're right.
No, he lets the crowd sing it.
You're right.
Yeah, he goes quiet.
Well, actually, he's sitting down now and not singing.
Well, he lets the samples sing it.
What other songs from your solo career?
That's it. Yeah.
like the All Lion Cheat, but I've never been able to work it out with it. That's my first album.
Yeah.
But I haven't had the time to work out the songs because we only have a certain duration of time to rehearse. You know, with the band guys. So, I like playing a Bornwood guy. I like
That's a
that.
great song. It's
Yeah.
a great song.
I like
What
that.
about Filthy Animal Taylor? He appeared on, I think, on your first solo album, right?
Yeah, he
Any
played
cool
drums.
thoughts on him? I mean,
Well, he died, 6-7 years ago. He was
Yeah.
a really cool friend of mine. Well, probably one of the nicest, coolest guys in rock music that I know. I've personally met. I've met a lot of people. He's one of the coolest guys. He wasn't no bullshitter. He didn't like people that were fake around him. He didn't get along with everybody in Motorhead. I know that. But yeah, he was one of the coolest guys I ever met. He supported me for about 4 years. He gave me money or paid whatever. Yeah.
were you ever asked to join any other band after your W.A.S.P?
No.
You're a,
No. L.A. Guns had me play with them, but what it was I wasn't supposed to tell anybody because Tracy Guns wasn't going to play, and it was opening for Alice Cooper. And it started in Lithuania. It was like for 2 months in Europe, and if the London Choir Boys wanted to get on the bill, and they found out, and the Tracy Guns wasn't there, so it was a breach of contract, and they were canceled a week before the tour. And I know their names is on all the flyers and all that stuff, but I was going to play with them. I played about 4 shows with them, and yeah, I didn't fit in. You know.
is it the height? It's the height, isn't it?
It's the energy, the way I play, you know. Yeah.
But I mean, one thing about W.A.S.P, everybody was tall, right? So,
Right.
And then when you have a band that's sort of one tall guy, usually people
Right.
get a little worried about that.
Randy was 6'2", Blackie 6'4", I was 6'6".
Crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a tall band.
Yeah.
Tall band.
Yeah. And nobody wants to stand next to me on stage.
Any other questions? Anyone?
I'll
Go ahead.
stand next to you.
Come up to the mic so we can hear.
I'll stand next to you, Chris.
Yeah?
So, out of all the lineups that you played with, who would you say is your
Favorite lineup?
favourite?
Favorite lineup that you played with?
In W.A.S.P?
Yeah, because you
Would be with Johnny Rod and Johnny Rod, Frankie Benelli.
yeah.
Yeah. They were the-
So Headless Children era.
Benelli was a killerest one of the killerest drummers I ever played with. One of them.
So I discovered W.A.S.P during the Headless Children
Yeah.
era.
Yeah.
So for me, that lineup
Right.
is instrumental. to me.
Yeah.
But I went backwards before I went forward, if you know what I mean, with the W.A.S.P lineups. So for me, that is
Yeah.
my W.A.S.P.
Listen, yeah, that album is I like that album. It's the only one I like in W.A.S.P.
Headless.
That's the only album I like in W.A.S.P. It's the only album I'd listen to.
But you said over the years, W.A.S.P, the first W.A.S.P album was W.A.S.P. That's how you all came together. Yeah.
Right.
So why wouldn't W.A.S.P be your main album?
When I
Headless Children is.
came back to play in W.A.S.P, I had to borrow that album from a friend of mine to learn the songs. I did. I had to listen. Do you think I listened to that shit when we're off the road? No. Well, it drive me crazy, you know. I don't ever listen to too much of the stuff I've written anyway.
What was the greatest lesson you've learned after all these years playing in, so many years with W.A.S.P or as a solo artist?
DTA. Don't trust anybody.
Yeah.
I hate to tell you that. I'd be a lot better off if I didn't trust a lot of people.
Do you trust me?
DTA. Say what?
Person you can trust.
Do you trust me?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Nice answer.
Yeah. Yeah, but I'm just saying, most people think you're your friends in this business.
Yeah.
They're not. They'll fuck you in a second. You know, narcissism. Or
As
whatever.
soon you
Yeah.
turn their back, boom.
Poof. Yeah.
Poof.
Poof. Right in the ass.
On that note, thank you very much, Chris.
No foreplay. Right in the ass. Oh, I got it. Yeah. No Vaseline, just straight. great.
On that note, thank you very much, everyone. My name is Jimmy K, the Metal Voice. That's the show that I do. Chris,
Yeah.
it's always been a pleasure. We'll do this again in about, I don't know, a few weeks.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you, everyone, and enjoy the show. And you're playing a festival in Holland,
Handoven.
Hendoven Festival.
The
So
9
everybody make
December
sure-
is a great metal festival.
What was the date again?
Handoven.
No, the date.
9 December.
9th of December in Hendoven, Holland. Thank you so much, everyone.
It's really close here, just a hop, skip, and a jump right over the water.
Thank you so much.
He's a legend.